Shall we begin?
We shall.
Thank you for watching. Goodbye.
Says.
Hello, everybody. It is me, Darcy. It is him, Christopher.
That's it. He's got it.
Welcome back to the Unnamed Podcast where we sit here for a time in this room,
Yeah.
or sometimes not in this room, and talk about rubbish, whatever comes to my head, all of this goodness.
It's only ever been once that we weren't sitting in this room.
To start things off, as we often do, we're going to talk about channel news.
Yes.
Although I did have a thought, Chris.
Okay.
And that is one day channel news could be its whole own thing. It's like a whole
video on its own.
Yeah,
But not an hour long?
No, absolutely not. Like 15 minutes at the start of the week where we put out the channel news before it actually happens. You see the channel news and then you can know what's happening. Much like the actual news.
You know what? We should leave that until, if it comes out and you see it, we've made it.
We've made it.
We've done
or
it.
We're dying. And then we can get a newsman and drive it through a microwave.
Okay.
What, you got a problem with that?
No, I just wasn't expecting it.
Because I'm an ideas man. That's what I do. Make ideas.
You do come up
I
with
make
some
this
ideas.
happen.
Jeez.
Shit. I forgot about, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, channel news.
The start of every video.
Shut up. What's happening in the channel this week? Well,
Some videos have come out.
some videos have come out. What came out on Monday, Chris? Do you know?
Give me a second. I do remember seeing it. Don't
Such
remember
a
what it is.
disappointment. Oh, you're so. This is why no one loves you. That and your face, but
Yeah.
mainly mainly your face, but also this.
Oh, well.
Anyway,
Jeez.
Super Bunny Man came out on Monday.
Yes, okay.
What came out today, Chris? Do you know? Were you paying attention?
No, I
Or was
haven't
your
looked
day
at
off?
YouTube today.
Today, what came out was another episode of Rainbow Six Siege.
Yes. That's right. You did say you were going to record that.
Yeah, I did do that. I also
Yeah.
tried to record like a Coral Island, just to kind of compare my farming style versus your farming style.
Mine was just handing out trash.
Yeah, exactly. So there's not a whole lot of comparison to happen there. But who knows? Maybe I might have a look at that video, and maybe me and you'll do a double one, and you can, much like last time when I commented on your ability to do stuff, you can comment on my ability to do stuff.
And the lack of giving out trash.
I've worked very hard to be accepted on the island, Chris.
And I've worked hard to not. Except it wasn't hard.
Okay. He's not great. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try this.
Find a better spot.
I just want to twist up my shirt a little bit and just be like,
to do better.
I do. Hello. Anyway, where were we at? Oh yeah, that's right. So I've recorded that.
Yep. You also recorded that. I mean, that was a thing.
Good news. I know which two football teams are going to be in the Super Bowl, so we can do that tonight. Which gives me a whole week to edit it before next Monday, which next Monday our time is Super Bowl day, American time.
I now know what he's talking about.
Super Bowl.
I still don't know how to play the game.
Yeah, so that's what's coming out this week. That's something that we're going to do because, I am a big football fan.
Very big. Are you upset about the teams that are in it?
Yes.
It's honestly what I'm hearing a lot of. Leanne looked it up while she was at work the other day and was immediately disappointed.
I don't know what team she would go for, but
I don't remember what she said.
She might have been.
What are the two teams again?
The teams that are in it are the Kansas City Chiefs and the San Francisco 49ers. The Baltimore Ravens lost to the Chiefs, and the Detroit Lions lost to the 49ers.
Didn't help me make that.
But
I remember which one it was.
In like the whole thing of the whole things.
The whole thing of the whole things, yes.
There's like 16 teams, so like maybe she was just like, oh no, I really wanted this team to get into it, and they were never a shot.
No,
I wanted the Cowboys to be in it.
I think they were.
They had a shot. They were the second best in the NFC.
Well, actually, what I actually think it was is she just didn't want this team in it.
Probably. God, I don't know. It could be the 49ers. It could be the Chiefs.
Well, yeah,
a lot of the Chiefs. The Chiefs. Yeah. That's how a team versus team game works.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Chiefs are in the news a lot because of Taylor Swift.
Okay. Yep.
And yeah, so maybe she doesn't like the Chiefs. Anyway, that's unimportant.
Yeah.
That's just something we're going to do. Other things we got to do. We got to play some more Bunny Man. And other things.
Other things.
I kind of want to on Xbox like start a
Has that
a
number
wild.
gone up again?
What?
Has that number gone up again?
We are 55.
So gave me a chance to turn my phone down because I forgot to do it again.
Fucking useless.
I did it before it went off.
Sad. Yeah. So what was I talking about? Oh yeah, something.
Yeah, still 55.
No, I forgot. Oh right, yeah. One of the things I have been wanting to do for a little bit is start a Ghost Recon Wildlands / Breakpoint playthrough.
You have mentioned it a few
where
times.
me and you be army boys.
Okay, yeah.
Not army men, but army boys.
Okay.
We aren't at our men level yet. Let's just put it that way.
Is it because we're not good?
I was gonna say because we're tiny children, but yeah, either works. Whatever makes you feel better. Helps you sleep at night. I don't know.
Neither one.
I'm thinking.
That's a rarity.
I'm thinking. I'm buffering. My brain is.
That's more common.
Bloop, 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 bloop. I don't think there's any other channel news.
Should I put you in a tank? You making fish noises there?
No, fish don't make noises.
I don't know. It's the...
A shark might roar, but we can't really hear it because water.
I mean, look.
You ever think of that? No, you didn't.
No.
Anyway, moving right along.
You had me.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else channel news-ish or wise or channel news adjacent or channel adjacent, really. Other than the fact that, as always, we are trying new things, trying different things, trying more things, trying many things.
While also not trying certain things.
Fortnite.
Like Fortnite.
It's funny how that is actually a known answer between the two of us.
Yes.
Yeah, moving right along.
Yes. Did you have any topics?
I have one.
Okay.
But it will make a large portion of the internet very upset with me.
Okay.
I hate cats. They are despicable. Monstrous
There's
creatures.
also a large section of the internet that will agree with you.
Excellent. But the reason I hate cats is pure and simple, right? Everyone's always like, oh, my cat doesn't show me an infection. Such an arsehole.
That's because you're not allergic to them.
And then there are me, and the cats always show me affection, and they're like, what? Oh, my cat doesn't like anyone. Why does it like you? And I'm like, because your cat is an arsehole. And they're like, no, but look how affectionate it's being. It's like, yes, because it knows that it's making my face itchy. The same way ignoring the fuck out of you is it being an arsehole. Showing me love is it being an arsehole. Your cat is not being generous or kind or loving to me. It's just being an arsehole. It just realizes that it needs to be an arsehole in a different way, because were it to do to me what it's doing to you, which is ignoring the shit out of you, you annoying son of a bitch, it would actually be making me happy.
So what brought this on?
Cats. I had cats today. My face is so itchy.
Why did you have cats today?
Because I had to go to a house with people who own cats.
And they stayed around you?
And the cats, no, they rubbed their faces on everything I owned. All of my stuff. And I was like, oh no, my stuff.
I can't say anything about it. I'm also allergic to them. Little bastards.
They're just monsters.
The worst.
Dogs, on the other hand, dogs are great.
Yeah,
Everyone should have
fantastic.
dogs.
I'm also allergic to them.
German Shepherds.
Because they always aim for his nuts.
No, they don't always aim for my nuts, but they always just do like the 2 front feet on you, and you're like, I don't want you, sit down. Aren't you supposed to be the most trainable dog breed in the world? Isn't that why the army use you, and the police use you, and everyone use you? Why can't you sit? Why are you burying both your feet into my testicles?
He did that to me the other day.
Good. Excellent.
God damn.
And
it's only because he fell.
Yeah, no, it's pretty funny.
I sort of dodged him, like stood back slightly, and then realized where I made the mistake.
The worst time it's ever happened was the night I rocked up at your place really drunk with Jordan, and I was knocking on your window, and then as I turned around, he just came, and I didn't have enough brain power, motor skills, or time to block, and it was just all force. He might have left the ground, Who knows? He probably left the ground and just all force straight into that one very fragile skin sack.
Which is great for me because he was knocking on my door and deserved it.
I did not deserve it. You were refusing to answer your phone.
What time of the night was it?
It was 3 o'clock because you refused to answer
3
your phone.
3 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. There you go.
You had refused to answer. If you had answered your phone, we would have been there at 1 o'clock. Why did it take us 2 hours to walk to your place? I don't know. Jordan is very, very slow. Oh, actually, no, I remember now. It's because we had to stop like 7 times because we were going to stop at the bathroom and go to the toilet, but then it was locked. Thanks, public toilets. So then we went to a tree, but then there was a camera looking directly at us, and we were like, no. And then we went under a bridge, but there was some they weren't homeless people, they were just 2 people walking. But they were there. They were there looking at us, and we were like, okay, well, this is weird. So we went back to the tree, but the camera was still looking at us, probably because it's a stationary camera. It wasn't going anywhere. And then we were like, okay, let's just walk across the bridge. So we walked across the bridge, and then we got to the railway tracks, and we're like, no, this is a bad idea. Let's not. No. That's how people get hit by trains. And so we went over the railway tracks and eventually found a tree.
There's generally warning when there's a train coming. Especially at that point, because they have gates that close to say don't go through it.
Yeah, no, but what if the gates close and you're on the railway tracks, Pete?
Well, then you move under the fucking bridge.
You die. That's what happens. You die.
No, because you're a distance away from the fucking train.
I can't outrun a train. I had a torn hamstring.
Remember how I said there's plenty of warning?
I had a torn hamstring.
I'm aware of what you had.
Anyway,
So anyway, they walked across the bridge.
They walked across the bridge, and then I found a tree, and I was like, I'm going to pee on this tree, which I did. And then Jordan was like, no, I can keep going. And then we walked really slowly, and then he found this really bushy tree that was super bushy, and he disappeared inside it for a while.
For a while?
Yeah, like time.
Okay.
Anyway, and then we continued walking to your place, and then we got to another point, and Jordan had to pee on a fence, and then a car shone its high beams at us, and I was like, I think they think we're trying to break in, not what we were actually doing, which was I was facing the other way, and Jordan was peeing on the fence.
Yes.
So I think Jordan stopped 3 times on that one walk.
Sounds
to
right.
relieve himself, which is only concerning when you think of the fact that that's 3 times in a single walk, and not once did he take on any liquids between those 3 times. Which means his body was just weird and malfunctioning.
It's always weird and malfunctioning.
Anyway, if you had just answered your phone, none of that would have happened.
I had work in the morning.
I don't care. That sounds like a you problem.
It was a me problem when I got woken up at 3 in the morning to drop your ass.
Incorrect. You said I was already awake. And then we said, oh, were you? Then why didn't you answer your phone? And you went, oh, well, my watch wasn't working.
Doesn't sound right.
Is exactly the excuse.
Actually, I think what it was that day is I had just woken up because I'd crashed on the couch with the TV on. And just before you showed up, I turned everything off and moved back to my bed.
Lies.
And that's when you started knocking on my door.
No, because your lights were all on.
I don't turn my lights on.
Your lights were on. When I started knocking, I could see the light coming over the curtain.
It might have been the TV.
Your TV does not give off yellow light.
It's generally the only light that I use.
He's in denial. He's in denial again.
I walk into my room, turn my TV on, and that is the light that I use to move around my room.
You're a sad, strange little man.
Yep.
Why no one loves you. No, that in the face. But anyway,
that can be fixed though. I'm not going to.
The face?
Yeah.
Oh no, man. Bricks are expensive.
Not if they're on a... Look, there's some right there. We don't have to pay for them.
Whoops. I just thought of a fucking hilarious joke.
A bunch of people carrying me as a ram.
No, like an actual joke with a punchline.
Okay, yeah.
Get it? No. It's a joke for Kris. Ready, Kris? Here we go. Damn, if I say it, it's not about Kris. Oh, well, I'll say it anyway. I went into the pharmacist the other day and bought some condoms.
Okay.
And the girl behind the checkout asked if I wanted a paper bag. I said, no, I'll just turn off the lights.
Fuck's sake.
Boom! Nailed it.
Damn.
Fuck, I'm brilliant.
It's an old joke, but it's still good.
It's classic, mate. That's a classic joke.
It is a classic
Anyway,
joke.
moving right along from what were we talking about? Oh, yeah,
Cats.
cat.
That's where this
Technically,
whole thing started.
Wait, was it?
It was, and then you said dogs were good, except German Shepherds, because they...
German Shepherds always jump at your nuts.
There you go.
At least Itachi doesn't bite
You?
and then never let go, like
Oh.
like police dogs
Like-
do.
Trained ones.
Because I have a feeling that I might not get out of that one unscathed, or by just sitting down for a while and taking a few deep breaths.
Yeah, no, you're not.
Anyway.
There would be blood.
Oh. Anyway, actually, what
Yeah.
we were talking about was going out. Specifically,
Oh, yes.
what happens normally once we've been out.
Just walking home generally.
We do that a lot, which is only insane when you think about how warm it has been recently.
Oh, it's... Why
And the fact
did
that
we
I
walk
wear
home
jeans
on
all
Saturday?
the time. Oh, it wasn't that bad. I lay on the floor for a bit and I was okay.
Yeah, you...
Like, physically.
Oh, yes, I'm aware.
Lying on the ground, nice and cool. I didn't
Yeah,
lose my
that's fine.
pants often.
I mean,
that night.
I had the...
Give me 1 second. Anyway,
Gonna
yeah,
say.
so, yeah. Although what I did find funny, I was talking about the heat, is the fact that, like, the other day it was like, it's going to be, I think I said it was going to be like 29 degrees, but it would feel like 41 degrees.
Yeah.
And I went, no, it won't. And then the humidity came in, right?
Yep.
And I went, told you it doesn't feel like 41 fucking degrees, dumbasses. Because here's the thing, and I know, I know, you know, you got people like Jordan who work out in the sun, and they'll be like, "Oh, it was fucking hot." And it's like, yeah, it was hot, but I can tell you right now, it didn't feel like 41 degrees. Like, because I know what 41 degrees feels like. Where I used to
Fair.
live, we literally would average temperatures in summer of like 42 degrees.
True.
And I'm like, humidity and heat are incredibly different.
Oh, very.
Like, humidity is you're sitting there and you're sweating, and the sweat's not doing anything to cool you down, and you feel like shit. So it's oppressive. But when it's like 41 degrees, and it's like the sun is beating down on you, that's a whole different kind of
Oh,
thing.
yeah, I'm aware of that.
And it's like, the heat isn't like you sitting there being like, look how sweaty I am. It's like you literally sitting there being like, I think I'm cooking.
Yeah.
And like, like I think this is the biggest one, because, like, as I said, I used to live in a place where it got really hot all the time, and you're both sitting there and like you're literally sitting there and you can see the heat coming off every surface, and it's
Yeah.
like you brush up against a surface, any surface, like people like sit there and go like, oh, you wouldn't want to touch metal in a hot day. And it's like,
You
no,
wouldn't
you
fucking
wouldn't want
touch
to touch
anything on a
wood.
hot
You
day.
wouldn't want to touch anything, and you step out onto the road and it's so hot that your foot is kind of sticking to the bitumen.
And if you're wearing the wrong shoes, it's melting to it.
And you're
That's
just
a
like,
legitimate
oh
thing.
shit. Like, I remember one day when I was a kid, literally pulling stones out of the melting road and then like sticking them back in different spots, because that's how hot it was. And it's like,
Well, I think there was
so like I'm
point
sitting there
where
on
there
Monday.
was
I'm
a
sitting
lot
there
of people driving between, I think it was between Serena and Mackay.
Mm.
And there was, I think it was a span of a week where people's tires were just fucking melting as they were driving across it.
Give me 1 second.
Yes.
Oh, but now you want to go? Oh,
Oh, it does.
you're a niggity little bitch. Go. Oh, so uncouth. So uncouth. Such a little devil. Anyway, yeah, but I'm like, so like, because I wasn't outside for long on Monday, but I walked out and I was like, sure, it's not great. I'm like, I tell you right now, it's not like a 40-degree day.
No.
I'm like, and like one of the big like giveaways is like, I walked out under my carport,
Yeah.
which is a tin roof.
Yeah.
I've been under a tin roof in a 40-degree day. Do you know what it feels like under that?
Still shit.
An oven.
Yeah.
Because the heat is just baking through everything. I'm just like, it doesn't feel like a 40-degree day. It feels horrid. It's hot and sticky and not great, I'm like, but it does not feel like it's 41 degrees. I'm like, you'll know if it's 41 degrees. A bunch of people are going to start dying and panicking because they're like, I don't think I can handle this. And then,
Yeah, we've dealt with it before. Yeah, but that's when fires were sort of close.
come on, let's be real, let's be fair, let's be true. Queenslanders panic if the temperature leaves like between 18 to 24 degrees.
Oh, they do.
If it's above that, they're like, it's hot. It's pretty hot. And if it's below that, they're like, it's fucking freezing.
Yeah, it's fucking weirdos.
Like, you don't know.
Unfortunately, I've only ever lived in Queensland.
And
I don't. Yeah, but I don't say that. I mean, god damn, it's fucking ridiculous. I think the last day that I've actually complained about it being hot because it was actually hot.
Oh, look, don't get me wrong.
Was
38 degrees.
When the fires were in Gracemere, it was like fucking 48 degrees at Bunnings.
Like 38 degrees is a warm, very not comfortable day to be out and about. And you add humidity to that, it sucks.
Oh yeah, it does.
But I'm like, what you don't understand is when it starts to get up around that 40, like mid 40 range. I'm like, it's something completely different. You're not sweating. No one who's ever been in 40-degree temperatures been like, look at my sweat, because it's like, oh, I think I was sweating, but it's just gone.
Yes.
I was trying. Guys, I've been trying to sweat, and someone keeps fucking stealing it. But no. So I just found I had a little bit of laugh about that because I was like, I was outside and I was just like, no. Come back and see me when you've seen a 40-degree day.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, that was interesting. Apparently, we're in the middle of a heat wave. I'm like, I don't know. Yeah, it's been warm.
It has,
but I'm like, it's not really. I hate to be the person that says this and like questions the logic of the human race, but I'm like, I live in Australia. 38 degrees in summer is
an average summer.
Expected.
Yeah.
What do you expect? I don't need.
No, see, the problem is they complain about it every year, but we get it every year.
Well, I don't need the news to tell me, hey, you need to be careful. Tomorrow's going to be 38 degrees, and I was like,
well, it's like I told you the other week. It's when someone from work came back from America.
Oh yeah.
Asked them how it was, and they're like, "Oh, it was so much cooler there. It's fucking winter."
Yeah. It's a good answer though. Oh man, let me tell you, winter in America way cooler than summer in Australia. I would hope so.
I'd hope so. There's a problem over there if it's not.
They're like coming back and being like, let me tell you. Hell, way hotter than Australia. Yeah. Obviously. But no, that is a great line. I was just in America for winter, and let me tell you, when it's snowing there, so much cooler than when the sun is up here. It's the middle of summer, everything's burning or flooding or both, and then there's a storm as well.
Plus the cyclone,
and we can't have nice things.
No.
Oh, so you made a nice town there. Well, how about I burn it to the ground and then flood it, and then just for good measure, I'll hit it with a cyclone. Oh, what? Will you rebuild this town? Yeah, we're tough and reliable. Cool. 4 years later, how about another fire and flood and cyclone? Maybe we should stop building here. Okay, we'll build somewhere else. Oh, guess what happened there? Fire, flood, cyclone.
The same shit every time.
Oh, it is hilariously funny to me.
Oh, it is.
But yes, no, that is a fine statement for someone to make. Winter in America is much cooler than summer in Australia. Yes, correct.
Like, it was one of the comments, like, it was just the way it was said, which was, oh, it's just so much nicer. It's a lot cooler than it is here. It's like, again, one, you were in America. Two, you were in somewhere where it was snowing.
Fucking up to her chin in snow, being like, could you imagine if we were in Australia right now? It'd be like 28 degrees.
For some reason.
I can't feel most of my body, but oh, God, is this nice?
For some reason, they even looked and just like, oh, I wonder what the temperature is back in Australia. And she's like, oh, it's like 28 degrees. That's not that bad. Oh, it's 10 o'clock at night. Oh, I see.
But it's not that bad.
Again, it's just Australia in summer.
It's just
You're gonna get high 20s at night.
It's just as I said, it confounds one's mind
Yeah.
how that's the thought process. Oh man, this is so much cooler than summer in Australia. Yeah, you're in winter. Compare winters, okay? Compare winters. Not like be like, I'm gonna check.
Well, yes, it was still cooler there in winter.
Oh yeah, it would
compared
be
to here in
but
winter.
I can
but
almost
still.
guarantee you that if you were here in winter as opposed to there in winter, you would actually prefer to be here in winter because there is no humidity
Oh, that is it's
and
the
it's
best.
just like 20 degrees. It's like, oh wow, no humidity and the weather's nice. Okay.
It's the best.
Whereas like there, it's like, oh, I'm freezing my tits off. But at least it's not 28 degrees at night. And it's like, wait,
Doesn't make sense.
I like to compare things that aren't really comparable. Oh man, I love my car. It's so much easier to drive than the International Space Station.
You're not really driving that now, are you?
No, it's a controlled fall.
Oh, yes.
But if you put the International Space Station on the road and try to drive it, I guarantee your car is easier
Well, true.
and will get you further. And
Again,
you'd probably
very
be
true.
arrested if you put the International Space Station on the roads. Someone's going to ask questions.
NASA being one of them.
I was thinking more like the local police officer.
Yes.
Where did you get that from?
There's a little place called the outer atmosphere.
I accidentally inhaled Coke, which
I'm aware of what happened.
not like that. But turns out Coke, specifically Coke Zero, not great for the lungs.
No liquid is.
That's not true.
Tell me what liquid's great for the lungs.
Oxygenated liquid. You can fill your lungs with it, and you can just keep going. Would you like to learn something, Kris?
I mean, always, but
Here we go. So there is literally liquids that you can like oxygenate, right?
well, yeah, I know that.
And fill them with oxygen, and then as the liquid goes into your lungs, as long as it remains oxygen filled, you can just go about your day under this liquid, breathing perfectly fine because
True.
there's so much oxygen in the liquid that you are just able to breathe normally. And so this is being suggested as like if you were to fill a vessel with this and go under the water, you could actually go as deep as you wanted because you wouldn't have to worry about pressure.
Oh,
because
shit, no, you
it
wouldn't.
would always be equalized, and you could dive as deep as you want and all this stuff. And I think there is a problem at some point because you have to stop breathing oxygen-rich liquid and start breathing air again, and that involves removing all of the liquid from your lungs, and I'm not really sure how that works.
Yeah, I'm aware
But
of
they've
that.
put mice in it, and the mice are just chilling. They're chilling, and they're like, okay, I guess we breathe underwater now. Although it's technically not water, just an oxygen-rich liquid.
Yeah.
But the mice are fine. It's like maybe if we did this to people, it's like, oh, that's the issue. There is the secondary issue, which is you stop giving them oxygen-rich liquid so they can breathe normal air, but then they've still got liquid in their lungs, and it's no longer oxygen-rich because they've used all the oxygen in it, and now they die.
See, that's what I was expecting.
Yeah, well, that's just liquid on the lungs, mate.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. No liquid's really good for the lungs.
What are you talking about? Anyway, the point is, was there a point? No, there wasn't.
No, not really.
There was no point there.
It was one of our weird tangents.
That's the point. There was no point. Not everything needs a reason, Kris. Okay, not everything needs a reason.
You're the one that tried to come up with a reason.
No, I just told you about oxygen-rich liquid.
Yeah, I'm aware, but then you tried to come up with a reason as to why there was a point to it.
Kris, you're making no sense. That's why people don't like you in the face. But
It's always going to come back to that.
yeah, it always will. Oh, interesting news. This week I have learnt the fear of shaving.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember this discussion.
Oh yeah.
And this was before it all started.
Oh yeah. So recently, guys, I I fulfilled a lifelong goal of mine.
Which was a mistake.
No, absolutely not. But
I think it is.
I've
Hear
always
it out.
wanted a straight razor because they're wonderful. They look cool, and if you learn how to shave with them, they're actually incredibly good. Like the edging you can do with a straight razor, so good.
True.
They are a little bit hard to learn to shave. I know this because on Monday, the one I bought arrived.
And then you tried.
I did try. And I went pretty well, actually.
Oh.
Fun fact about it, you know exactly when you cut yourself. Yeah, normally you're shaving and like you might look up later and be like, oh, there's blood. I cut myself. You know, with this one, you're like, ooh, yep, got myself there. Yeah, very, very, very knowable. Very obviously. Very good at like I said, doing up your edges, making sure you look neat and tidy.
Yeah.
Also very good at it's a little bit weird on the neck. I'm not gonna lie. Even now, I've used it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Even now, I put it on the neck, and you're just like, this is dangerous.
Yes.
But that aside, also weird because you kind of like your neck is obviously circular, and this is incredibly straight, and you're like, I want to go here, and you're like going there, and you're like, okay, now it's starting to put too much pressure at one point of the blade. I don't like that.
No,
And
that's
so you've got to rearrange and do things, and you've got to, it's a whole learning process for me. But I'm loving every second of it. However, unfortunately, okay, first time I used it, I wasn't fully aware of all of the actions I was taking. So I'm, trimming up the sides, making them nice and neat, and I removed the blade from my face, as one does when one is no longer using it to cut one's facial hair.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
And I turned my face. Sorry about that, everyone. We had a camera issue. Is the camera even straight? I don't know.
No, it's not.
You're not straight. Whoa.
Wait, yes, I am. Shut your mouth.
Oh, yeah, right. Connotations.
And what were we talking about?
We're talking about the fact that so my new shaving arrived. Great. Straight razor. Great for all the edges. Right? Yep. Right. So.
We're just trying to remember what the hell I was going to say.
So I was so I was shaving up my face, here, making it look all nice, pretty. Removing the stray hairs, that just kind of like stick there, like that one there.
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Yeah. And so I take the blade away, and like you don't once the blade is off your face, you don't really think about where
its
it is.
Position. Yeah.
Yeah. So then I turn my head and I feel this sharp pain. Gosh, can you see it, Kris?
Oh, I do. I can see it.
I feel this like little sharp pain. I'm like, and then there's just blood. Turns out I had not removed the blade far enough away, so when I turned my head, it just kind of went, I've got you now, motherfucker.
Fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
I saw this coming, though. I really did.
Oh, yeah, no, well, that's the only. I still have both my ears and a nose. And
both eyes?
Yes. Yes. And I don't have any massive lacerations to the throat, so everything seems to be okay.
It's questionable if people start seeing that.
Yeah. What happened to your ear? Right, well, I was
shaving. You dumbass.
But yeah, no, so the very first day, I was just like, and I went, okay. And I went, oh no, not far enough away.
Oh shit.
From this literal razor blade. Yeah. Other than that, I'm liking it. I've still got a bit to learn. But in terms of like, oh mate, I tell you what.
It's going to happen more because you're not good with sharp objects.
No, I think it's going to happen less because I'm getting one.
When's the last time you had a minor stabbing?
I don't know.
Oh shit, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, it's getting better.
Yeah. So like, I'm figuring out like how to actually use it because like. Thing is, like with a normal razor, right? You put it down, you pull it, it does its job. With this one, you're kind of like, right, this is just a blade. Everything like I've got to figure out the angle to cut the hair and everything. It's like you're sitting there at one point, I put it on my face and went, that just feels wrong. Anyway, but I love it. I love it so much, and it's like, like for doing some of the things where it's like, almost super difficult with a normal razor because you got to like contort your arm in the like weirdest way to get the blades moving in the right direction. And this one's just like, it's like, oh yes, of course, then there was also Monday when I was shaving,
Yeah.
and I think I got the angle wrong because I went like this and I went, I didn't feel quite right, and then like 5 seconds later I looked at it, it was just like all these like little blood spots all under there. Like might have put too much pressure on that one.
Maybe.
Just went all the like little bumps in the skin. Just went right. So he's sliced us open. I just looked at it. It's like, it was kind of atrocious. It wasn't a bad cut. Like this one was pretty bad in terms of like it's actually a full on cut.
It is. It is.
But that was just like, you know, it was like your standard kind of like razor cut when you go across a bumped skin. But it was just like why it looks so atrocious. It was just like right there. And it was just like, because I didn't realize it at first, I didn't do anything. So I'm like back up here, shaving, like cleaning up the top of my face. And then I like lift my neck out and it's just all this like blood here. I'm just like, oh, Canadian. But then there's the other funny thing, which is I noticed because when I cut up here, it was like running down. I still wanted to finish shaving. So as you shave, it's like, because it's just one blade, the blood just kind of like gets on the blade. And when you take it away, it's just like this line of blood. You're like, oh.
Let's rinse that off real quick.
Exactly. It's the funniest thing. I love it so much. It is, but I'm like, oh god. And like every time I put it to your face, you're like, is this where I want to start the cut? No. So you take it away. Like, you know how like with the normal razor you go like, oh, I don't need a shave there. So you might just go like move it over a little bit. With this, you're like, okay,
we're safe.
Wait, is that where oh no, I need to move it down a little bit. Because I'm not kidding. When you put it against your skin, the first thing you think of is, okay, any side to side movement here, and this is opening me up.
It's true.
Like I can travel in one direction, up and down, 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 up and down. Oh no, I've gone forwards.
Oh, that's actually kind of funny.
Oh, it's as I said, it's hilarious, but I also love it. So
I'm aware.
There's just something so nice about it.
You're a masochist? Do you like getting cut?
No, I just love being a fancy prick. And I think one of the fanciest pricky things you can do is be like, yes, I shave my face, and every time I do it, I risk cutting myself open.
Okay, fair enough.
It's like, oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
Unlike all you fucking casuals.
Okay, yeah.
Who use electric razors, and the fucking weebs who use 5-blade Gillettes. I shave my face with a single razor blade that is always 5 seconds away from leaving me fucking bleeding and or dead.
Yes, especially if it's the wrong spot. Just highly likely around your neck area.
That's why they call them a slit throat razor.
Yes.
But no, as I said, I do love it. And at some point in the future, probably before I'm an old man,
yes,
I will buy one that actually doesn't use replaceable blades, and it's just you sharpen it.
Yeah.
But that in itself is a whole other kettle of fish.
Oh yeah.
Oops, I've sharpened it wrong. Oh no, now my face is ruined. Just like you.
Oh. Oh fuck, that's
yeah,
that's something, man. That's something.
Super fucking. Yeah, I love it. I love it. It goes so well with my whole fucking persona. But yeah, there is just like every time you put it to your skin, it reminds you, and you're like, oh yes, this could be dangerous. And then you like draw it across your skin, and you go, that's a smooth shave. And then you put it down and draw it across the next bit of your skin. You go, I felt that bite me. It just bit me. And then a little trickle of blood comes. You go, I may have done goofed that one.
You definitely did. See, this is why I don't use one.
A razor.
Well, yeah, no.
Or just shave. This is why I don't shave.
No, I shave.
Kris just sits there with like a 20-meter long beard. I don't shave. I'm afraid of cutting myself.
No, I just don't trust myself with a straight razor.
Yeah, well, apparently not a lot of people trusted me either. And I still have both my eyes, both my ears, my nose, and all my fingers.
I still don't trust you with it. I trust you not to cut yourself.
Okay.
You're never trimming my beard.
But just rock up at a party. Hey, who wants a shave? Why did you do that? No, the question is, why did I pre-drink before doing this?
Oh God.
Okay, you're up. Ooh, that was terribly bad.
Oh god, his nose is gone.
Why did I just swing it at you? That doesn't make any sense. That's not how shaving works. Okay, who's next?
Meanwhile,
You,
you're
sir?
swinging your arms
You,
everywhere.
sir? How about you, man? Would you like a shave?
Just everyone's trying to stop you, but they can't because there's a fucking razor in your hand.
Yep, absolutely.
That's swinging all over the place.
Guys, good news. In other news, Chris,
Yes.
I'm looking at getting a new board game.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's called Mean Girls, the board game.
Okay.
It's about being mean to your friends.
I 100% guessed that's what it was.
And it's based on the movie Mean Girls.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
The cultural sensation that was Mean Girls.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I was going to say, do we really need a game to make us be mean to our friends?
No, but we do need a game where it is highly encouraged to make fun of your friends.
I thought it was just normally encouraged.
Well, it is, but this game is like you win more points from being the meaner person to your friend.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I like that. I like that in a board game.
It would have been great to have around that table the other night with Josh and Jonathan.
No ambiguity. Wait, what table with Josh and Jonathan?
At the Oxy when we were talking to Millsy and everything like that.
Oh!
Giving so much shit to Jonathan and Josh.
Oh, yeah, mate. Friday night.
That was rough for them.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
In other news,
Yes.
Kris, karaoke on Saturday. Come on, bro.
Maybe. We'll see.
Make it your habit. You don't even need to be out forever. You don't even need a drink.
Yeah,
Just need to go and have a good time.
No, see, you misunderstand this.
You go and have a good time.
You want me to do karaoke in
Go ahead and have a
public.
good time.
I need to be drunk for that.
Go ahead and have a good time. Go ahead and have a good time.
I need to be drunk for that.
Go out. Do the Kurt Cobain Top of the Pops performance.
What?
Oh, you've never seen that?
I don't think I have.
So Kurt Cobain performed "Smells Like Teen Spirit" at the something awards.
Okay.
And I have a feeling they will. I'm fairly sure. The story is that they were pretty much like, "Oh, we don't actually want you to play it. We're just gonna like play the music through the thing, and you just sing because we don't want any mistakes or whatever because it's live TV or whatever the reasoning was. They were like, don't play your music. We're just gonna play the recording, and you just sing." Which is weird in itself because whatever. But so Kurt Cobain literally just starts at one point eating the microphone. It's like in his mouth. He's going, and Dave Grohl is sitting there on the drums just doing these ones. At one point, the guitar is just above his head waving. So they were probably, I can't say that they were definitely on drugs, but it does appear that they were.
Yeah.
Either that or they were just really fucking annoyed that they were like, don't worry, you guys, we don't actually want you to play. And they're like, that's the whole reason we came here.
Yeah.
It was like, was it the 19-something Top of the Pops?
Look, sounds like they had fun with it, and I need to see this
video. I'll show it to you after the podcast. But
yes.
Yeah, it is one of the fucking craziest things. Just crazy. It's insane.
Sounds like it. Sounds great.
It's hilarious though. At the same time, it is both crazy and hilarious. It's hilarious. Anyway, karaoke on Saturdays.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like change up my thing a bit and be like, a Friday night is a night that I go out. I drive myself, have a couple of beers, chat to some people, and go home.
Okay. Yeah.
And then like on a Saturday night, like kind of want to do it more than once a fortnight, but which would be once a week because Saturdays are only once a week.
Exactly.
But I think with some right political pressure and talking to the right people, I could get 2 Saturdays a week.
You may be able to.
Yeah.
Not out of me.
I am very persuasive.
You're not going to get once a week out of me.
Oh, no. I'd probably get you once a fortnight, but if I could just like swing with like the right groups.
Look,
like I don't want to go every week, but it's like I want to go like a couple times and then like maybe have a small break and then go a couple more times.
Yeah, okay.
Because I want to get back into like actually having fun.
Fuck. That's one way to say it.
Yeah. I want to go back and have fun.
So it's been a while since we've just had fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Everything's becoming a chore. Even bowling's becoming a chore. Oh,
is it this point?
I've got to go. I've got to compete at a higher level against Jordan. Herman rocks up. Herman just fucks us all over.
Holy shit, that was bullshit.
me and Jordan still compete at a high level,
I can compete at that level.
and then we break all of their bowling alleys.
Yeah, we do that.
And that is a chore.
It
It
is.
takes a lot of hard work to break a bowling lane. Okay.
And we did it twice in one night.
Yes, okay, I can't be doing that all the time.
And then after we were packing up and about to leave, someone got sent to the same lane we were at.
Yeah, I just
Unfortunate for
as
them.
I said, like it's like the stuff that we're doing is fun, and I enjoy doing some of that stuff. But it's like I also just want to kind of do stuff where it's like requires a lot less planning, and like just being like, come to the pub on Saturday night. They are doing karaoke. That's the minutest amount of planning.
True.
Whereas like for bowling, you got to make sure you've at least got 2 people.
True.
Because otherwise it's sad. And if just your 2 bros are there, if it's just you and your bro, well, it's also a little bit sad. Because 2-player bowling is generally done between a man and a woman.
Yeah, no, I get that.
When a man loves a woman, he takes her to wear rental shoes. Bowling.
Gets to wear their own socks, though.
Unless you forget socks, in which case you can borrow some socks as well.
No, you buy them. You keep those.
Oh, okay.
You can't actually borrow them.
That's definitely for the best.
Yeah.
Would you like some of our rental socks? They used to be white.
Oh, God.
Those are the brownest socks I've ever seen. Anyway. So much dirt. Oh, and other people's skin. Yeah.
Yeah, not great. No.
Also, like, like even like doing laser tag there has become a little bit androgynous.
Yeah, it's not a big place.
It's not even that it's not a big place. It's just it's always the same people, and we're kind of falling into a pattern with it.
Yeah, true.
And it's like we just I don't know, man. Sometimes we just need to break through.
Next time we'll do mini golf.
Oh God,
it's pretty shit in there though.
What if we took out the laser tag into the mini golf?
We just run downstairs.
Like the second the game starts, like beep beep beep, all downstairs, just straight to the mini golf. Motherfuckers are trying to putt around us. We're just like pick up a ball, throw it at each other,
hit him on the chest.
Yeah, smack.
30
Got him
seconds.
in the head, everyone. Kris is down.
Oh, that'd be something.
No.
That's not one angry
really
guy
trying
with
to
the
tee up
with the putt just trying to hit us.
Yeah. Oh, he would. Steal their putters. Use them again. Guys, good news. If you're out of the game because you've been shot, you can hit them with a fucking putter.
Oh, fuck.
No, I I do enjoy the bowling and that, but it's like, yeah. It's like that is the only option we've really explored. Like there's other things, like I would like to go to the beach with the lads. Doesn't have to be like one of the beaches where you can only get to if you have a 4-wheel driving vehicle.
Well, yeah.
Just like go to the beach, fucking take the footy, fucking.
Again, no one is opposed to that.
Bury, I don't know, someone up to their neck as the tide starts to roll in, and then watch as they start to panic, and then stop watching because it's time to go home. So see you later, mate. Good luck.
Hope you can get out before that tide rolls in.
What do you mean your face is already half underwater? Start digging.
This is up to you.
Although I
shouldn't have let yourself get into that situation.
I don't know if you can dig yourself out of a hole. Yeah, you probably can.
It'd be tough.
Anyway, yeah, like but again, as I said, my big thing with all of this is that I'm not someone who's just like when someone's like, oh, let's just go and do this. It's like, okay, so like, okay, yeah, let's just go, and you go, and then you end up at the beach, and then everyone pulls out their phones and is like, got to record this, and you're like, okay, and then it's like, yep, okay, now I'm just messaging people, and now I'm watching videos, and it's like, oh, hang on, hold up, wait a second.
We don't tend to do that.
I see we've fucked up.
What we tend to do is we start by grabbing some fish and chips.
Gross.
At least just for the chips.
Gross.
Chicken chips?
Gross. I hate fish and chips shops.
Fucking fine. Anyway, we tend to go grab some food.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go to the beach.
I like sandwiches.
They make sandwiches.
I don't want to make sandwiches.
Then make ones before you go.
I don't want to make sandwiches.
Get your mum to do it.
I'm not making sandwiches.
Your mum's upstairs.
I don't want homemade sandwiches.
Get someone else to do it.
I want I want a deli sandwich.
We'll find a deli. Not that far from the beach.
Oh man, we need to find a deli that has deli meats and deli cheeses and makes sandwiches deli style.
I don't know of any.
Yeah, no, neither do I.
We're gonna find one.
I know, right?
That's the next task before we go to the beach. We need the deli sandwiches.
Oh man, could you imagine? So what I'm going to ask you to imagine in a second
Okay.
is
Very weird.
well, it's not weird because it's actually the most likely thing to be the thing to be the thing. Right?
Okay.
You're most likely to find a deli somewhere like Rockhampton. So you'd have to get your deli sandwich here and then drive for half an hour.
Good point.
I can't wait to get to the beach to eat you, Mr. Deli Sandwich.
You put it in an esky.
Slowly going off.
Again, you could put it in an esky.
No! I don't like eskies.
What the fuck's wrong with eskies?
What's right with them? Nailed it. Yeah, see, don't start arguing with me.
No, why would I?
I don't come at you linearly. Linear. I don't fight you on the points. I fight you around the points. And then you can't even remember what the points are anymore. And then everyone's forgotten what the fuck they're doing, but I win.
Oh, that's not how that works.
Yeah, that's 100% how that works.
Never
argue a point. Never argue a point. You're
Wow.
just going to invite disappointment into your life. Argue a person.
Okay, fair enough.
When they say, oh, I really think today was nice, you look at them and you say, no, it wasn't. And they say, what was wrong with it? You say, I don't like your shoes. And then they're confused and you're confused. No, you're not confused because you never knew what you were doing. But you just look at them and you start getting all their insecurities. And then they don't know what they're arguing for, but at the end of the day, you win.
Because they now
you have no
they've now
friends.
had a bad day.
Also, you have no friends.
Well, yes. Especially if you keep doing that.
Yeah. Look, sometimes people need their insecurities pointed out to them
Apparently.
for no reason.
True.
Just when they make an androgynous statement.
It's the perfect time to do it.
Wow, that is a nice sunset. You are losing your hair. What?
Why would you say that right now? I don't know.
Thought you'd want to know.
Just
Also, the sunset's not that great.
Just saying.
Could be better. I could be standing here with someone attractive and who's not balding.
Kind of shining off your head at the moment.
The glare is...
No, it's literally. You're losing your hair. Wait, why would you say that? It's like, kind of glaring.
But you know, like
there's a lot reflecting off your head as you put your sunglasses
People will
on.
tell you, oh, you've got to be well informed to win the argument. No, start attacking the other person mercilessly. Really cut them down to size.
Oh, that is fun to do.
I'm starting to realize why we don't have friends.
Shit. You have a point.
Actually, I do have another funny story that may or may not become a video on the channel. Okay. And that is the Monopoly game we played the other day.
You motherfuckers. Absolute pricks.
No, see, you know what? It was actually I went back over that Monopoly game in my brain.
Yeah.
As you do.
Well, yeah.
And I realized almost instantaneously it was actually Jaden's fault.
Oh no, it 100% was.
Because if Jaden hadn't have
given me the blue.
Well, actually,
and then the red.
No, technically it was your fault. I told you not to make that deal with Jaden. It was a bad deal on your behalf. And I was right. You lost the game.
Fuck off. Fuck you. That was bullshit and you know it.
No, you were forewarned. What would happen?
How was I meant to stop it from happening?
By not making the deal with Jaden. By showing him the error of his way, and by showing him that I was in fact correct. I was actually correct.
I mean, look, in my defense, up until that point, once Jaden actually handed everything over, people had only landed on the blues.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm 100% aware of that. That's why I was laughing so hard, because after Jaden went so hard trying to get that deal out of you, and I just kept saying, don't do it, it's a bad deal, it's a bad deal, It's a bad deal. no one actually ever landed on his properties to give him money.
No, that was the greatest thing. And then Jordan putting all of the fucking hotels on his, and then everyone landed around them, but never on them.
That's what I said though, because I was arguing the point, because they were like, oh, we'll get this, and then it'll be. I'm like, I own one pink, one orange, one green. You're not getting them off me. Like,
oh yeah, I knew that.
I'm like, you're not getting them off me, which means there are save points all around the board.
I got them off you.
Well, yeah, because I eventually went bankrupt because I had no property. But as I said, I was actually if you hadn't have traded the red for the yellow, which was a bad trade on your behalf, because technically you still would have won the game with just your blues.
It's true, yes.
Because whilst you, Jordan, and Dan all had properties, they were so sporadically spread out, and no one else had any property earnings worth the same as yours.
True.
You would have won just from attrition. It would have been a very, very long game.
Oh,
and eventually people would just be landing on yours and bankrupting themselves just to be done with it.
But you can't choose to do that.
Yes, you can. Every time you land on something, you can bankrupt yourself.
Oh yeah, fair point.
Yeah, that's how the last game ended.
The last game?
Yeah. After 2.5 hours of playing Monopoly, I landed on something that I could very easily afford and just went, nope.
Yeah, no, that did happen.
But yeah, no, as I said,
then Dan stayed in. He just kept going.
Yeah.
He kept trying. I was about to give him all of my money because the next turn he was going to land on.
I can't believe you didn't take my Stella deal towards the end there.
Which was?
Oh, we just swap everything we had.
Fuck off. No. That would have been a horrible idea.
Anyway, yeah, so that might be a video that comes out. I don't know. I have to kind of look at it, see how it went, because they decided not to use Discord.
Yeah.
Which is a big problem when it comes to recording things, because if you record, like, the Xbox party chat might be good.
Yeah.
But it also might come through terribly, and then there's no way of fixing that. Which means that, much like the Lethal Company video we did, it's just got to get scrapped.
Yes.
But yeah, so no, that was a very fun game.
It was.
But yeah, as I said, like, until
I got gypped.
Until I went out, because
should we tell them what happened?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, if I'll check the video sometime in the coming week, and if it's not good, then maybe we'll discuss it. Maybe we'll put up a little thing next week, or maybe I'll just put up a short of that ending. But no, as I said, like, until I went out. When I went out, that was when everything really became bad, because all of a sudden there was nowhere left on the board that was safe.
Well, I find it funny that afterwards, Jaden had turned around and said to me, he's like, I can't believe you forgot that Jordan has control of that. And I turned around to Jaden and I'm like, yeah, but Jordan's forgotten something. What's that? I'm his PT.
That's not really forgetting.
Yeah, but I can make him hurt for a couple of days.
You can, but he can also just not do it.
It's true.
Like, what you could realize, Kris, is if you say to someone, do something stupid, right, and they look at that and they go, no, that's just gonna
No,
hurt.
see, it's not going to be something stupid. It's not something that's going to hurt him, as in the sense that he's now injured.
No. I mean, like, if someone looks at it, it's like, okay, you're going to do like 50 of these. It's like, no, I'm not.
No, I'm not going to do that.
No way in hell am I going to do 50 of those. I'm not even doing one of those, because that's insane.
I'm going to make it very subtle so he won't notice it until the next day.
Let me tell you, I have sore shoulders right now.
I don't.
I just had to do presses on Monday, and now my shoulders are really sore and I can't shrug, which is my go-to emotion.
And you can't turn your head properly either.
That's why
I've noticed that.
That's why I love fucking spinny chairs. I don't need to turn my head. I just turn my entire everything.
Exactly.
My everything. It does make driving incredibly difficult, though.
Oh, yes, it does.
Because, like, check my blind spot. You know what? Fuck it, I'll risk it.
You know what? Fuck it.
I can't live forever.
No, there is a way to get around that. You can see what's in front of you. Right? You can see what's there. And if there's no one in front of you and you're unsure about your blind spot, Just accelerate more to make sure that you're in front of everything. It does become a whole speeding issue, but
Why were you speeding? I can't turn my neck, and I wasn't sure about my blind spot.
just the cop. Why were you speeding? Like, I can't turn my neck.
Hold on, I've got this. Can you please open that door? Yes. Hello, officer. Why did you get out of the car? I can't turn my neck. No, but yeah. So yeah, no, that was. As I said, it was deserved. I told you not to make that deal. It was a bad deal.
Only because of the way that it ended.
Ah.
Otherwise, the deal was fine.
No, the deal was bad. It was a bad deal. As I said.
For everyone else, it was a bad deal.
No.
How
For
was
you.
it bad for me?
Because you lost. You had every property. You had $3,000, and you lost. All because of that deal.
We need to wait for this fucking short to come out.
All because of that deal.
Holy shit.
You had all the money, you had all the property, yet you lost because you made a bad deal.
Wait for it. The other player had $11 and 2 mortgaged, 4 railway stations. 2 of them mortgaged.
Yeah, he still won.
Fuck you.
And you see, because he made a good deal.
No, that was bullshit.
He made a deal with someone with power.
God damn it.
And that's what I was trying to get through to you guys that entire night. These are bad deals. You got to look at the deal. You got to look at.
I did make some great deals though.
Yeah. You gave me. I gave you $1. You gave me $3.
So you could get your frozen Coke.
So I could get my frozen Coke. And I thought about that.
And we did that multiple times. And I was the shit out of Daniel because he had no idea what was happening.
I went, this is a wonderful bit. I'm like, however, if I can do it every my turn and every Chris's turn, I can slowly drain Chris's funds.
Yes, you could have.
Because
I wasn't saying no to it.
The best thing is, as you would do it, you would be like, oh, I'm losing. Because you're losing so little money, but because of all the other stuff happening on the board, you wouldn't say no to it because you just be like, oh, it's just a fluctuation.
Yeah, but at the time I had like over 4,000,
Yeah.
so it didn't mean shit.
No, but like at the same time, like because of the fluctuation of money in the game,
yeah,
it's like even if you had $200 because of the fluctuation of running the board, and I was like, give me $2 and I'll give me $3, I give you $1 back, you'd still say yes because it's the bit. You'd be like, yeah, I'm doing it for the bit. But the thing is, because it's a bit, you don't realize just how much it's actually hurting your finances.
It was the funniest thing because Dan was just like, wait, what's happening? What are you doing that again? What are you doing? He's like,
that's how you do a deal.
Giving him a frozen Coke.
That's what I said. I told Jaden that. I'm like, this is how you do a deal. Look at that. Everyone's happy.
Darcy has his frozen Coke.
But no, it was hilariously funny because like I managed to stop that game for a very long time.
Yeah.
With only owning 4 properties.
You did. You fucking Jesus Christ. That stopped everything from moving.
But again, as I said to you, like if I got the yellow, the game was over.
Oh yeah, I'm aware.
But as I said to you, you were playing terribly. No, because no, you actually were. You were playing the game Monopoly. It's like everyone plays the game Monopoly terribly.
Oh, you're true.
So like, look at what Jordan did the second he got his 3 set.
He put hotels.
You never build hotels.
No.
You starve the market of houses because then other people can't build houses.
And they can never get to the hotels.
It doesn't matter about the hotels. What's actually Monopoly is a terrible game because there are set plays that if you do it, you win. Yeah. And one of the things is you don't build hotels. You should never build hotels. People go, but look how much money you can make with a hotel. It's like, yes, but when I build hotels and you build hotels, we just start swapping money backwards and forwards between each other.
Yeah.
It's like, but when I build 4 houses on all of my properties, suddenly there's a lot less houses for you to build, which means by the time you start building, like if you build first and you build 4 houses on each of your properties, that's 12 houses gone.
That's true.
Provided you only have 3 properties.
Yeah.
If you have like 5, that's 20 of the 34 houses gone.
True.
And you, as everyone always says, you cannot substitute them. You can't be like, oh, there's no houses, but we'll say I've got a house. There's a reason that there are only, is it 34 or 38? I think it's 34.
Yeah, I can't remember.
But there's a reason there's a limit of houses. It's because it's all part of the strategy of the game. By owning all the houses and never upgrading to hotels, you starve them of houses. So like you'll notice whenever you guys play, because you all go to hotels.
Actually, you'll notice I didn't go to hotels until no one else could even put a house down because they didn't have enough money. So it was literally just me putting them down, just like, look what I can do.
The moment you go to hotels, yes, you can earn a lot of money, but that's actually the downside. Because that's in that first time I ever played with you boys, that's where we got to. People had hotels.
Yeah.
And landing on them was super dangerous for you, but at the same time, you landing on one of their hotels was also super dangerous because there was, except for the fact that you kept getting all the cheat money, which is also a problem. Which I wasn't a fan of the free parking, and I wasn't a fan of that because technically speaking, they shouldn't exist in Monopoly.
No.
Because it's not. Monopoly isn't a game about getting money. It's a game about strategically building a property portfolio and then decimating the other people and taking their money. So like it's also like Monopoly has a very set amount of how much money is available. So you can actually bankrupt the bank if you go for it.
True.
So anyway, the point is you build houses to stop other people building houses. And it's like, oh yeah, but if you change that to a hotel, you'll get an extra, I don't know, however much extra you get. And it's like, it doesn't matter because now I land on your property.
Oh, look at it. When I had Mayfair, it was legitimately, I had 3 houses on it. I was still getting over 1,000.
Yeah. But okay, so here's the thing though. It's like, the reason you do that in Monopoly is because you land on mine with 4 houses, you're paying me a large chunk of money. You can't build houses. I land on yours, even if you've got the full fucking set. Chump change.
Yeah.
Chump change. So you actually want to starve other people's opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
That's what Monopoly's all about.
Oh, yeah, I'm aware.
It's also why like I was really being like trying to keep Dan away from making a trade for the train stations because I was like, it's really not worth it. I'm like,
no, it wasn't.
I'm like, okay, yeah, there's 4 spots where you can earn $200 if they land on it. I'm like, however,
but if you manage to get them by landing on them,
if you just get them, they're great.
Yeah.
But I'm like, but when like, and Jaden was like, oh, give me this for a train station. I was like, no, don't give him that for a train station because you're giving him the opportunity to start actually earning money. You're getting nothing in return.
No.
And like, that's why I hate when like it pops up and says, this is the value and this is the value. It's like, no, that's not the value. They're not. I'm like, take that value out of it because that value is a meaningless number. The value is what is it worth to the other person.
Yes.
That's why with 4 properties, I had the most value.
You did.
You
really did.
I just, as I said, I kept one entire side of the board safe, and the other side was half safe with only 2 dangerous spots on it. Very dangerous spots, but
yeah, the ones that Jaden gave me, that blue and the red.
Again, Jaden.
Yeah, that
Jaden needs to go to the Monopoly School of Monopoly, but because again, he just
I think at that point he was just doing it to screw around and nothing else.
Oh no, he couldn't see a way of him winning.
True.
Which is, as I said, it's the opposite between me and Jaden. I was sitting there going, because I went twice around the board without getting a single property.
It's true.
Which is weird for the third player.
Yeah, it is.
I was sitting there watching everything and I was going, I win this game if no one can get their property values up. I'm like, because it doesn't really matter because there's so many opportunities to lose money in the game.
Yeah.
And it's like, and as people start to lose money and lose money and lose money and lose money and lose money, it's like, that's where you start to be like, you can start forcing them into bad deals.
It's true.
So it's like a really good deal to make if you are trying to starve people out of things is to try and get 2 of a color so that you can trade off the other one of those color to someone else, but never give them the set. So you can start bringing what you want. And that's what I was trying to get through to you the entire time. When he was like, I'll give you the red for the yellow. I went, whatever you do, don't give him the yellow. Give him everything else you've got. Don't give him the yellow.
Yeah.
I'm like, don't, because that's what I was pretty much trying to say to you the entire time. Don't let him get a set because at the moment he's
like. See, my thing is, by the time I actually got to the point where I did give him the yellow, That's the point I was just screwing around because the game had been going so long at that point.
It's been going for about an hour.
It'd
But
been-
anyway, as I said,
yeah.
the point was, where we were at in that point of Monopoly, which is pretty standard for a 5-player game, Monopoly. It's very easy for you to only have 1 or 2 completed sets in a 5-player game.
True.
The more players you have, the less likely it is for people to get complete sets. And
True.
that's where the power really comes into the people. Because when you hold a set hostage from someone, like you have the one holdout card they need, you can take everything from them.
It's true.
Because they're so fixated on this one thing that they need. And that's why I said, give him the green, give him something. Don't ever let him get a set. If you can hold a set off someone and stop them getting a set, you win the game.
Yeah. But then again, once I gave him the yellow, it was like 2 or 3 turns later.
No, it was another about half hour.
No, well, but like, I mean, of his turns, that he's just like bankrupted on me.
No, it was still a lot. It was still quite a while. It was still very long because the thing is, it doesn't, and there were lots of turns, but owning those, as I said, owning a set is not really the way to win. The way to win is to meticulously wear down your opponents.
True.
Because, as I said, you guys, you owned half the board at one point, and I didn't pay you a cent.
I'm aware of it.
Because I just kept going from my spots to tax spots to Dan's spots to my spots to...
Until the one time that you actually landed on mine. The one time.
Yeah, I landed on yours once, and I actually could afford it. And then I landed on yours a second time, and I was just like, I'm done. Because it had been another like 10 turns since then, and I was just like, I think that's when I said, we've been playing for over 2 hours now.
Yeah.
And that's why I hate Monopoly. But as I said, I hate Monopoly, but the game itself is super simple.
It is.
Everyone seems to think it's a game about buying property. It's not. It's a game about decimating other people by stopping them from buying property.
True.
Great game though.
Yeah.
Except for the fact that it's terrible.
Yeah.
But yeah, so hopefully maybe I'll look at it. I'll see how the audio is on that, because again, we're going to have a really unfortunate side effect that the audio from you guys is also mixed in with the game audio.
That's right, it is too.
And I won't be able to separate them, so I won't be able to silence really bring the game down without bringing you guys down.
True.
And that's why we use Discord. Anyway, anything else, Kris? Anything?
I think we went over it all.
Yeah.
At least for this week.
I don't think I have anything else to say. Other than, we need to get into doing karaoke. Also, what makes karaoke, Saturday night karaoke, also a good option, Cocktail Boy.
Cocktail Boy.
Oh, Cocktail Boy.
Cocktail Boy.
How do you call your Cocktail Boy? I say, ooh, Cocktail Boy. And if he still doesn't answer, I say, where for out thou, Cocktail Boy?
And if he still doesn't answer, then it's walking up to someone else and like, have you seen Dylan? Where is he?
You have obviously never seen Dirty Dancing.
I have, but it's been so long that I don't remember enough of it.
It's part of a thing. It's about how do you call your lover boy? Lover boy.
And if he shit, that's right.
Answer, wherefore art thou, lover boy?
That's
and
right.
And if he still doesn't answer,
I completely forgot about that. Yeah,
it's a great movie. Great movie. All the dirtiest of the dancing. There's mud, tree branches.
Oh no, not tree branches. Oh no.
You know a movie that I want to see that I haven't seen? I think it's called Roadhouse. It's called Roadhouse. It's a Patrick Swayze
I've heard
movie.
of it.
I'm gonna quickly check because I'm fairly sure it's the one I'm thinking of. But there could also be How do you spell Patrick? Patrick Mahomes? No, Patrick Swayze. Movies? Wait for it. Kick you in the knee. It is called Roadhouse. You know what movie I don't want to see with Patrick Swayze in it?
What?
Ghost.
Eh.
You know what movie I do want to see with Patrick Swayze in it and haven't yet?
Roadhouse?
No. Point Break.
I think I have seen
That's also got Keanu Reeves in it.
Have I seen Point Break?
Holy shit. They made a sequel to Dirty Dancing.
Did they?
Yeah, it's called Dirty Dancing Havana.
Yeah, I don't know on that one.
Nights.
I have not seen Point Break.
No. No, you haven't.
No.
You know how I know?
How?
Because you couldn't tell me anything about it. He didn't say like, "Oh, Point Break, you mean the one where Patrick Swayze is a surfer who's also a bank robber, and Keanu Reeves shoots his gun in the air because he can't bring himself to shoot Patrick Swayze."
Fucking fine.
That's exactly how I would have known if you had seen it, because you would have described it exactly like that, because that's what Point Break is.
It's not how I know. I remember names of things, but
You know what Roadhouse is about?
No.
Being a bouncer.
There you go.
Bouncing motherfuckers.
Oh shit.
You know, a movie I did watch recently, and I had to come to the conclusion it doesn't hold up as well as I remember it being.
What?
Space Jam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I have watched that. Probably not as recently as you, but yeah, I can agree.
It's like, yes. Right. Basketball players.
Yep.
You know what movie I haven't seen and I have no intention of seeing?
The new Space Jam?
Yeah, absolutely,
Yep.
yeah. It's a little bit like,
I have seen
there's like this one point where they're like, "Oh, can you see all the characters in this new Space Jam movie that are just like in the background?" And I was like, kind of gives you an idea of what the studio thought when they were like, "We're making a new Space Jam. Quickly put all the IPs in it." And I was like, I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of people being like, "Oh, remember we own this as well." And this one, look, it's your favorite guy. It's Batman. You love Batman, right? Batman. Can I say Batman again? What if I do more hand gestures? It's like, I do like Batman, but I don't like you rubbing him in my face. I don't think he enjoys that either, being rubbed in my face.
No.
Why does he smell like burnt leather and rubber?
It makes sense though.
Man sweat.
Oh no. Oh.
But also, bat sweat?
I would hate to be Alfred after Batman has a night out.
Yes, you would.
It would suck.
It doesn't have a poop hole.
Oh, that's right. Oh,
or a pee hole. He doesn't even have a zip down there because it's got to be made of rubber and Kevlar.
It does.
And other impenetrable materials. It's like, dude, you're out patrolling the Gotham at nighttime for most nighttime, all of nighttime. What happens if you had a big drink before you went out, a big gulp, and one of those really big ones? And you were just like, time to go out as Batman. Oh no, I've got to fight Dr. Iceman Crocodile guy. That's two different guys.
Yes.
Who also is a penguin. That's three.
Oh god, no.
I actually know them all, yes. I just refuse to shield DC right now. I don't like... I do prefer the DC comics at the moment. Although I haven't read any at the moment. I was reading them like a couple years ago. Mr. Miracle was great. Anyway, my point is, I've got to fight them. And then he jumps down, lands, does a roll, runs up, punches a guy. He gets punched and then goes, oh, hang on, hold on. Why'd you punch me in the stomach? I had a big gulp earlier.
Yeah.
Or maybe, I don't know, when someone like punches Batman, they're like, your suit's suspiciously wet. Specifically near the crotchal region. You know? And he's like, no, you saw nothing. Like, no, I didn't see anything. I felt it. When I punched you, I was like, why are you wet? You felt nothing. I'm Batman. Yeah, I know you're Batman, but did you piss your pants? Ooh, I'm about. But then he starts to panic because he doesn't know what to do. He's being accused of pissing his pants, which he did do.
Well,
That's on him. He shouldn't have done that.
Yeah, it's,
But, that's his fault. He should have put a zipper in there. Or maybe that's why he has a belt. Maybe he can just drop the whole lot.
Maybe.
So I've just had an image of Batman pooping in people's chimneys. Well, he's always on the roofs.
Fuck.
People don't put toilets on the roof, so maybe they do in Gotham. Maybe they're like, just in case. Please don't poop in my chimney.
Here you go, Batman. Oh, thank you. With proper plumbing. It goes right through the house.
And you just have a pipe coming down here. Oh, that's the Batman toilet. Oh, okay. Well, obviously.
Obviously. Everyone needs one of those.
Or maybe he just does it like actual bats and just hangs upside down and poops. And it runs down him. I think I've thought too much about this.
I think you have.
But now I can't stop thinking about it. Half bat, half man. Where does it end?
But also at the same time, oh man, no bat.
Also, if you want to feel sorry for Alfred, feel sorry for the fact that he has to clean the bat cave, which is a cave full of literal bats.
It's true.
And literal bats literally shit.
Everywhere.
You ever been into a cave full of bats? It's just knee deep of shit.
I haven't been in that kind of cave.
Oh god. What do these bats eat? Mainly insects and fruit.
Yeah.
Because they're bats.
Yes.
And why did Bruce think it was a good idea to keep all of his expensive technology down there? You know what? I want the Batmobile constantly plastered in bat crap. That will terrify my enemies.
No, it actually wouldn't be, depending on which depiction you look at.
Because when he rides through a waterfall.
Well, that would help, actually. But, no. No, it was more so in a lot of them, it's sort of underneath. And then it raises up, spinning slowly, so it's facing in the same direction. So it's covered most of the time.
Yeah, let's also talk about that. Why the fuck doesn't he just have it come up facing the right direction?
Yeah, no, that's.
Why did he add so much engineering to have it spin and be like, oh, this way I can park it the wrong way? I guess it saves him reverse parking.
It would, yeah.
But again, he could also just be like, and have a a track that he just drives in and go around and then stops and then it goes down. Then it comes back up and he drives and then he drives around the track. He's Bruce Wayne. He doesn't need to save petrol. Also, that's another good point. Does no one be like, hey Bruce, why do you buy so much jet fuel? And then have it shipped to a cave? Are you blowing up a cave?
No.
No, it's just my jet fuel storage cave. All rich people have them. Right?
Huh? Yes.
Right, other rich people? Yes, we are also rich, and that's exactly what we do. Don't pretend you know what he's talking about. That's how the rich work.
Yes.
Just pretend you know what they're talking about. Yes.
Just because we need to be the same.
Quickly, buy a bunch of caves and start pouring jet fuel into them. An ecological disaster. That's why Swamp Thing hates him.
Oh shit. That's true. I do like the Dark Justice League stuff though. Pretty good
Not bad.
stuff.
You know what I like? Signing off. Thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, leaving a comment, all that good stuff. We really do appreciate it. We do hope you've enjoyed this video. Stay tuned to the channel for more things, stuff, videos.
Yes.
And we'll catch you next time. Until then, I've been Darcy. He's been Kris.
Yes, indeed.
And that was seamless.
Oh, it was for once.
See you later, guys.
See ya. I know what I said.
Hello, little one. What are you doing? No, we don't need you. We don't need you. Oh, we don't need you.
Why,
There's
hello.
nothing here for you.
What are you doing? Licking my leg. Why are you licking the other leg?
Would you like to see like
What
little human?
are you doing?
Little human. Hello, baby. What you doing? What you doing, little one? Little one. Hello.
He doesn't know what to do.
You've been licking your feet. I can smell it. It's disgusting. What are you licking your feet for?
I don't know.
That's not very human behavior.
It's weird.
Okay, you ready to go?
Up
Bye-bye.
here.
Where are you going?
Who knows?
You want back upstairs?
Probably.
There's no one out there, dummy. There's no one out there. You dummy. Look at that. Come on, quickly. It's disgusting out there. What are you going to do?
He's gonna wander.
Good chat.
Good chat.
Oh, what? Is that not how you end most of the things where someone has not had a chat with you? You just say good chat and walk off. That's kind of how I do it. It's very passive aggressive.
It is.
I love it. I love it because sometimes you need to be a little bit passive aggressive with everyone around you, especially
Sometimes.
all the time.